My video has a time limit. What'd you know? Okay, so this was from Galleria. I think it was a round robin, and they had different ones, whichever one it was. And so I got this and the sunflower and like a little wagon and the little scissor fob. Feels like there was one more. Maybe there wasn't. I don't remember. I got it and I put it with my Maynia stuff, and that was the end of that. Very cute, but Christmassy, wintry. And I had already gone through a whole stack, and I just dropped a bunch of it. But they're all winter, Christmas. I'm not stitching that right now. So I'm going to continue after that part. This is cute. This is also from Etsy, Russian seller. Pre-COVID. I got these, and I also got these. So excited. I should start one of these. They're both so beautifully summery. Peony or dogwood rose. Peony? I don't know. I need to stitch one of those, and I just got this one from a different Russian site. The price of these has gone up like so much. But I found this one for about 15, and it's got 32 holes. Once in a while you need an organizer that can hold more colors. So this beautiful pansy one, I will start it later, but it's also lovely. Stitcher's heart. Did this just fall off the couch because I had picked it, or did it fall out of the basket and I haven't shown it to you yet? I'm not really sure. I got this from Erin 2 Martini Stitcher. It was a giveaway one week, and I won it. Hope she's okay. I haven't heard from her in a long time, and I miss her. But it's a complete kit. That would be cute in the dough bowl. I think I have some aqua scissors with, I want to say they have cherries on them. And our Leroy Holt scissors. I don't know if that's true. But I can maybe make that work. It might be super cute. Okay, so what have I found? If I do this, is 1, 2, I should probably pick between these, huh? We'll leave those till the end. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one's waiting. It's spring. Well, it's basically going to be summer by the time we get to May. Summer's the first one I saw and fell in love with. 8. There we go. There are my 8 new starts. That is so... Oh, wow. Okay, what am I doing? And that means I'm not doing any of these. I really want to start that. Okay, I just added this one, so it's my most recent ad. It's going to be my most recent rejection. Although I still want 2 Martini Stitcher to come back. Let's start with summer here as well. Why not? I'm ready for the sunshine. Now I still have 8. Okay. So much stuff is kit and ready to go. And I'm starting to finally understand the giant mess that people have at the end of this. Okay, what else have I been doing? Oh, and I didn't do this one either. Too much good stuff, guys. Too much good stuff. I might have to tune in later to see what I actually finally decided on. I guess I might have to make another video, even though this is going to be 2 videos since it cut me off. Maybe 2 weeks. Maybe we'll try for 2 weeks. There's just so much stuff, and now I have somebody that I feel is listening to it, or maybe more than one somebody. I don't know. I really don't care. All right. So after Whip Maynia, based on last year's whips, that are left from Maynia, StitchSania, where I work on Little Sheep Virtues and end with a new start if I meet my goal. Then go through a week of traditional Maynia where I do a new start every day. I have Monogamy Maynia. Whew, bring it back down. to reality. I can pick at that point whichever project I would like from all the things that have been started or continued. Yes, that is the plan. Okay. I'm going to show you a couple things that I have done over the past week. I have not done any stitching since last Sunday. Actually, I might as well show you that. I am working on Tatty Teddy's Gift. This is in my very first ABC bag. They're a little bigger than this now, and the patchwork is not as much work because it's not patchwork anymore. It's just a single fabric. But I still use my first one, even though it's a little smaller than I would like and slightly annoying that way. This is Tatty Teddy's Gift. I am working on this to make myself an advent calendar. More to come on that. It's a big project that looks fabulous in my head. We'll see how it turns out. This is the center for it. And I dyed this too. You're going to see that theme a lot. I dyed this, I dyed that, I dyed the other. This was slate blue, some sort of linen. I don't remember the count. When I went to Keepsakes, I want to say December 30th, so right after Christmas last year, I picked up this remnant, and it was the right size, so I went ahead and dyed it darker. I probably used black, navy, and purple. That's my favorite way to get dark like this. And it is slightly blue. It could easily be called slate. But that's my progress on Tatty Teddy. He's very cute. You can see most of the design. He's got another leg over here, and then he's very messily wrapping a gift. And there's the spool that the ribbon's coming off of, and it goes up here over his head, you know. And he does have eyes. But other than that, yeah, he's from a magazine too. I got this issue digitally because, let's face it, it's a lot cheaper and easier for me to get them that way. I also have a huge list of needle minders and where I bought them from. So this was before I found Clarissa Charms. This was last year. So I did purchase this one, and I could look up where it's from if you have to know. All right, so that was Sunday. I finished the Biscornu a couple weeks ago, so I'll show you that later because it's like a previous finish now. What else did I? Oh, I know what I worked on. I recently beaded a project that's going to be a gift, so I'll show it to you after it's framed and gifted. But I needed a beading minder, and so I made this one. We'll see if you can hear the stick. Maybe, maybe not. It's faint, but it's there. And it works great. And so I'm working on some for the shop. This one has, yeah, you can probably see the bubbles around the sticker. Also, I'm not sure if I want the sticker to be there, if I want it to be just solid. And I want the color to come up the side, and like there's little things I would adjust. And so I've been working on making some of those for the shop. And I got my sewing machine back this week. It has been acting up since January. It's been on the list to get looked at since February, and I just got it back Thursday. So I'm sharing a car. And so I don't get out much, but I was able to take him to work on Thursday morning, run some errands, and go pick up my machine. So I have that back. Hopefully more ABC bags are coming soon. I also have a wholesale order. I'm going to be in a box this summer, one of my items, and I've been watching lots of Flosstube. I always watch lots of Flosstube. I try to comment. I really do. I know I'm just like a little brown circle with an A in it. But if you've gotten 3 hearts from me, watched, liked, just leaving a quick comment, because I know you guys say it helps your channel if you have comments. So the purple hearts are in memory of my brother, and then there's 3 of them because my little family, there's 3 of us. So I really do try to comment and leave some sort of little phrase, or at least the hearts. But I know a lot of you, because of watching you, you don't know me. So I'm there. I really am. I'm watching, I'm liking, and trying to support you guys. You have filled so many hours for me over the past almost 3 years. I'll tell you how I got started sometime. But right now, this is taking a long time. It's amazing what I have to say when it's a topic I just like want to talk about. So one of those floss tubes I was watching this week, and I have since sent you Instagram messages and been like, this is all your fault. Because MadebyMichelleMcGraw, her and her dough bowl, she's making all those little pillows, and she mentioned that she had used yarn. She was at Michael's. I'm not sure what weight it was. She didn't actually say. But we're not blanket yarn, and it's backwards. I'm sorry. I'll try to fix that. This is the 220 yard version. It is size 6, super bulky. Yeah, this is a lot of yarn. So I went with the most natural color, whitish color I could find. In case you can't tell, this one's sparkly. That's why I got 2 different ones, because it's essentially the same, but one has sparkle in it. So I dye things, right? And Joanns didn't have, they had those on sale, but they didn't have a lot of colors. And I was like, well, that's okay, because I don't want to spend multitudes of dollars buying 220 yards of each color. So I started dyeing, and on Friday, it had to have been Friday because I was out running errands on Thursday. On Friday, I spent 2.5 hours dyeing trim. Do I need 220 yards of dye trim? No. No, that's why I still have a lot of yards in my balls. I cut them off into 12-foot sections with one of my quilting rulers, and I started dyeing. So I'll read them to you since they're backwards. This is denim blue, and this is yellow. Beautiful. So summery, springy, summery. Either way, sunshiny, so sunshiny and happy. And I thought of Janet Jabber. I might just have to send you some of that, because you sent me an Easter card, so now I have your address. I could send you some. I did 2 or 3 links in this because it was just so pretty. Okay, moving on. So I would start with, this says less dye, wine, less dye. So I used liquid dyes on all of these. And I would start with just a little bit of dye. This is how it turned out. And then if I liked it, I would go ahead and do a sparkle, which evidently I have a plain one of this summer because this is the sparkle. Not that you can tell that. Oh! I put them in the same bag. This is plain. This is sparkle. I just put these in here yesterday. Can I remember that? No. Okay, so this is wine, less dye. So if I liked it, I would do a sparkle. Then if I also wanted it a darker color, I would put a little more wine in this case. And I would do a bag that now says wine or dye, right? This is full of them. Well, here's Petal Pink. I don't know where the other wine one is, but when we get there, you'll see it. So here's what Petal Pink looked like, dyed. I liked it, so I did some sparkle. That's why the bag is really full. And I liked it enough to do more dye. And so here's plain and sparkle in a deeper dye of the Petal Pink. More saturated dye. There you go. All right, I tried graphite. More and less dye turned out the same, so I just called it graphite. It's a gray color. Here's royal purple with just a little dye. It's very gray. And if you put in more dye, it turns more purple. Did I do this? Yeah, I did this in sparkle too. Pink, purple, and blue are my favorite colors. So if I were to show you the picture of all of these dyed, you'd be like, oh, I can tell her favorite colors. Yes, yes, you can. All right, yellow, denim blue, navy blue. It's like that gray kind of purple again. I went ahead and did a sparkle just to have it, in case I ever decide to do anything primitive. Evening blue. This is the darker version of evening blue. Here is the lighter version of evening blue. So pretty. Kelly green, the darker version. Kelly green, the lighter version. Sapphire blue, the original. Sapphire blue, dark. Pretty, right? I love the combination of half teal, half aqua. So those are like the same. Here's a darker one, more dye. And do I have a, nope, that's a different color. That's why I labeled them all. So here's my less dye and more dye of half teal, half aqua. And I've got extra of that because it's just So pretty. I might want to gift one of those too. I love gifting random little things. But it's hard for me to send you guys stuff because you have access to everything I have access to, plus more. So that's why I like try to send something that I made, or usually I made. This one's not dry yet. That's why these are still open. This is Kentucky Sky. This is actually a little less dye and that's more dye, but I had one bag, so they're all in there together. Here's plain yellow. So pretty. And then I have more pinks because, you know, more pinks. This is Rose Quartz. I love how this one turned out. It's just, I didn't realize it would be such a pretty color. And I went with all single color dyes on these. I didn't mix anything. I just wanted to see what they would look like in their pure form, you know. So this is less dye, more dye. I loved this one so much. I kept the dye. I don't know why. It was just plain Rose Quartz, but I was like, oh, that's beautiful. There's no red here. Just in case you were wondering. Here we go. Here's wine, less dye, and more dye. There's not that big a difference on these two. And this one is a little bit brighter than this one. It like dulled down when I added the extra dye. So I really wanted to keep these separated so I knew which pink was which, for one thing. And then sometimes when you added more dye, it would affect it a little strangely. Like, it did the same thing with the Kelly Green. I didn't realize less dye would be brighter than adding more dye. You're going to have to scroll, move your little bar back if you want to, or tap, you know, do the 10-second thing. If you want to see the difference between those again, because they're buried. All right, indigo. Pretty. This is the one I wish I'd have done a sparkle of, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. Probably because I really needed to go clean the church at that time. My sister was about there to pick me up, and I was like, oh, I gotta go get dressed. This was Kelly Green. It is not incorrectly labeled. This is Kelly Green. I tried it twice. Where's my second Kelly Green? I don't know. I had two Kelly Greens. Oh, they turned out the same color. That's right. Well, they're a shade off. A shade. But I tried it, and I was like, maybe there's not enough dye. This is really, really odd. It looked nice and dark, and then it all rinsed up. So I put more dye in. They're almost the exact same. I forgot I put them in the same bag because of that. More dye. Almost the exact same color. So Kelly Green turns out this lovely, like, natural color. If you want a natural color, there you go. Who knew? Kelly Green. Need to let that one dry more because it's feeling damp. But I do it in the kitchen, and I need the kitchen to make food. So I had to get it out of the kitchen. All right. The bed is empty. That was all my dyeing. That's all I'm going to show you for today. Wow, I'm going to be a long-winded Flosstube, aren't I? Oh, well. I guess I'm going to have to learn to live like that. I will only make you listen to that every other week. How about that? And then if you want to do half a video, or like the first part of the video, since it cuts me off after however many minutes, then you can listen to half of me one week and half the next week. However you want to do it. If you don't get to the second video, I totally get it. I watch all of you. No offense. I do it to everybody. At least 1.25. If you say you're talking fast that day, and I noticed, yeah, you actually are talking fast. I think it was Mary Ashcraft. One day you were like, I feel like I'm talking really fast. I was like, you are. I'm only listening on 1.25. Usually I listen to everyone at least 1.5, sometimes 1.75, on occasion 2. But generally, if I'm just setting the TV and letting it go for the day, 1.5. Don't be offended. I have so many people to watch and so many great things to learn and see. I have to watch you faster because I can't add time to my days, but I can add people to the list of Flosstubers I've watched if I can do it faster. So hopefully that doesn't offend anyone. I never slow you down. I always go faster. So don't think you're talking too fast for me. But if I've talked too fast for you, up in the corner, which would be this corner, there are 3 little dots on our devices. You can click on those and alter your playback speed. On the TV, I go up. On my little arrow, circle of arrows, I go up and move over to the dots there. And then you have to go over 5 more dots to the little clock or stopwatch thing. and you can alter your playback speed there as well. So, sorry if I talk too fast. Hopefully you found that now that I've told you and it's the end. Or maybe it's a good tip for next time. I don't know. I love watching all of you and seeing what you're doing, and if you've learned anything, this is how I know basically everything that I've learned. So, thank you for teaching me, for being a wonderful community. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If there's something you wanted to know that I didn't touch on, or something that I should have told you and just completely forgot, it could have been in the part that got cut out, and it could have been I just completely forgot. I've never done this before. Drop a comment below. We'll be happy to help you out. For now, that's all. So, bye Flosstube. See you soon.